A lot of modern women continue to say that men aren't putting forth effort. Yes, I am. I'm just not giving you the effort because you want some BS.
The moment I knew I emotionally matured as a man was when I went out with a girl who was drop dead gorgeous, like stunning. And the date was going really well. We're flirting with each other. She's into me, and I'm like, nice. But then the red flags came up, right? Oh, you vape. Oh, you drink. You like to party. Oh, okay, you've had a lot of hookups. Nice. And I actually had the self-respect to say, you know what? My future wife would never do this. This is not going to be the mother of my children. I'm not going to let her teach my daughter to throw it back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not letting that happen. And I actually had this self-respect to leave, to not go out with her again, which for me previously was difficult because I'd always made the exception. I'm like, oh, I think this is, like, subconsciously, I thought this is the prettiest girl I could get. So I would try to change her. I would, like, try to save her, even though she didn't want to be saved. You know what I mean? Like, oh, she wants to quit vaping anyways. I can get her into the gym. No, you can't, bro. If they aren't where you kind of like want them to be, not that everyone's perfect, but like where you want them to be when you meet them, especially in the beginning when you guys are like putting up almost like a facade, like at your best, you're putting your best foot forward. Don't try and change them, bro. Don't try and do that. Don't do that to yourself. Like, you need more self-respect, and clearly you got some inner work to do if that's the case.
And we're heading to a world where we're going to have an awful lot of single people in their 40s, an awful lot. And the reality is, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, is that's going to be fine for men because they can have babies until they drop.
Yeah, and they're going to go with, or they're always going to go for younger women.
And they're going to go for younger women, and they'll have more money, and that'll be fine. And there'll be this sort of lost generation of women in the middle. And that's not going to be good. And the women in the comments are going to absolutely hate me for saying that. But I think it's a reality, and you need to wake up. Because if you don't wake up, it's going to get too late.
Men have started going their own direction and quit fixing the mistakes and the foolishness. And some of the stuff is not even a mistake. It's just you doing whatever you want to do and expecting a man to save you. And when I, as a man, have stopped doing that, my life has gotten a lot better.
Oh, and when I get married...
Just another day in the office. Viewer discretion is advised.
I will absolutely be signing a prenup with an infidelity clause that says I get 91% of everything you own if you cheat on me. And cheating will be defined as liking a picture on Instagram, liking a story on Instagram, DMing a girl on Instagram, and any other interaction with a woman that I don't know about. So cheat on me if you want to, and I will be laughing all the way to the bank.
Let me be the first to tell you, if that man signs that prenup, he's a fucking idiot. And honestly, if he does sign it, he deserves to have 90+% of his money taken away from him, because clearly his brain don't function properly. Now, although I'm an advocate for prenups, I will say when you get to this point where you start to become greedy is when things go really bad and the prenup works against you and not for you. Because all that's going to happen is you're going to implement those terms in the contract, and all he's going to do is retaliate. And if he has a good attorney, they would tell him, hey, bro, don't sign this shit. This is not a good deal. And if you really do want to sign it, how do we now counter it to make sure that we protect you? Because everybody knows signing a prenup could be the best thing or the worst thing, depending on how you go into it. And this young lady clearly is going into it with a greedy mindset. Her terms are, even if you interacted with a woman, mind you, interaction can mean anything, just a conversation. She can consider that to be cheating and take 90+% of what you own. That just doesn't even make sense. That prenup is no longer about protection. That prenup is about greed. And honestly, just honestly, people that approach prenups like this never fucking succeed, because it's not designed to do that. But you know what? Fortunately for y'all, you ain't gotta listen to shit that I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Well, honestly and truly, most of these modern women want to get their hearts broken by Chad and Tyrone. For the rest of us who actually want to improve on ourselves, we're going to go somewhere else and do that. And that's what today's sponsor, Anson Belt and Buckle, helps you to do.
Y'all boys, right now, you get you a woman that know how to listen to you. You get you a woman that know how to listen without getting offended by what you're saying. You get you a woman that knows how to listen to exactly what you're saying and process her anger appropriately. Because the wrong woman, she gonna hold you back. She gonna set you back from endeavors that you have. You gonna have plans and she gonna do the exact opposite. You gonna be given instructions. She gonna do the exact opposite. You know what that's gonna cause? Y'all not working together. She's working against you. Trust me, stay away from the women that are actively working. Those women who are actively working against you, stay away from them. You say go left, she go right. You say go right, she go left. You could explain things to her without even cursing or raising your voice. She ain't gonna hear nothing you saying because how she feel about what you said, no matter how you say it. You know, the people, oh, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. And then you say it calm and respectful and she still can't control herself. But I'm telling you, she will thwart your purpose and your plan. She will slow you down.
A lot of these modern women like to comment on a man's masculinity. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Well, I believe a man should be this, and this, right? But I think the problem is a lot of these modern women really don't have a concept of what a man is. You can have an opinion, but the unfortunate thing for a lot of these modern women is their opinion is wrong. Their opinion of what a man is and what a man should be is wrong. That's not actually how a man works. That's not actually how masculinity works. They don't know that. They're just talking about what they read in some book somewhere.
I need to tell you guys about this date because I've never been out with someone who's as thoughtful as this guy. We're gonna call him Tomato Man because he was the one that got me a tomato plant, which I planted, by the way. We'll see how that goes. Tomato Man came in with a plan. He's like, I have this really nice wine bar that's right near my place. Like, do you want to go? And I was like, sure, I like wine. We get there and we walk in and the hostess starts talking to us and he's like, oh, it's okay. Like, I talked to that guy earlier. Like, he has a table for us. And I was like, then the other guy sees us and he's like, oh yeah, I got your table over here. And so we go and sit down. And first off, he asked me which side I wanted to sit on, which, like, thank you, because I want to sit with the light facing me so that I look better. I appreciated that. But then before we even, like, get menus, the waiter comes back and pours us wine. And I didn't order wine. They don't do that at wine bars. They always ask your order. It's never they're just pouring complimentary wine. So what I think happened is that he went to the wine bar first, talked to that guy and was like, hey, I have a date coming in. Like, can you sit us at this table and can you pour us this wine? Like, is that not the most insane act of chivalry you've ever heard? Like, I was floored. I feel like I've never been pampered like, especially, that was our first date. That was our first time meeting. I met him that morning and that was our first date. And it's like, it's very rare that, like, a guy will, like, truly plan a date, but, like, to go to that extent to, like, prepare like that and get me a tomato plant? Like, Tomato Man.
You check all the boxes. I'm just not looking for anything serious right now.
If we start dating, I'm gonna break up with you and I don't want to hurt you like that. You deserve to be with someone that wants you as bad as you want them. And I don't want you. Why we gotta put a label on it? We cool? I've just been hurt before and I'm scared to open up again. Man, I just got, like, work.
It's classic right person, wrong time.
I'm a Sagittarius. We have trouble committing.
Like, you're my wife, I know it.
We're Sagittariuses. Of course we can't commit.
I just can't be with you right now.
I'm in my villain era. It's playoffs in my men's league and I'm trying to lock in.
Nah, because I just seen what happened to Huda and Chris, and I can't let that happen to us.
Thing is, I know you're the one. My ex just texted me and I gotta see that through.
There's just so many in LA.
I could really see you being my wife, but not my girlfriend.
When I go to Waterfront every Saturday, it's like a buffet.
I, like, just got out of something serious like a year ago.
And I want bacon, yams, green beans, eggs. I want everything.
You're just not hot enough.
We're seeing a new thing in the earth where white people are believing that their culture is being erased. And when you ask them what white culture is being erased, they can't even tell you. They can't tell you what white culture is being erased because what white culture really is just control. Controlling what history gets taught, what beauty looks like, what success looks like, whose voices gets heard and whose voices gets ignored. But now something different is happening. The world ain't just accepting one version of the story anymore. People push back when history gets oversimplified. People question stereotypes instead of just letting them slide. White folks have been so used to having the loudest voice in the room that even basic pushback feels like an attack. The world is changing and they don't like that. More voices, more representation, more people telling their own stories instead of being spoken for. Now, equality feels like oppression. Now they feel like they're losing something, but all they're losing is control. control over the people they've been oppressing this entire time.
Prideful women will always reject submission. I got married when I was 20 years old, and the biggest mistake I made was not submitting to my husband. I didn't submit because I thought that I could do it better. And if you're a woman who is struggling to submit to her husband, you must humble yourself and understand that God did not design you for headship. 1 Corinthians 11 makes it very clear the hierarchy when it comes to authority. The problem is that many women think that submission means that they no longer have autonomy or that their input is not valuable. Submission is not about removing your autonomy, it's about interdependence. It's about learning to see how your authority complements your husband's. It doesn't usurp it. Your authority as a wife is through your God-given responsibility and your influence. And that comes in the form of prayer, wisdom, counsel, and discernment. What women often do if they see their husband struggling in leadership is they want to take over the role. But what you're really supposed to do is help strengthen his leadership. When you submit to your husband, you're also coming under the submission of the Lord. But when you fail to submit to your husband, you're also rejecting the order that God put in place. This is why it's important to make sure that if you struggle with the idea of submission, that you go before the Lord and humble your heart. Because sometimes it's not just about your husband being a bad leader. You just don't know how to use your authority yet to complement his leadership.
It's gonna be terrible. The man brought me carnations. I see.
Wait, hold up. The man brought you flowers? What an asshole.
Not flowers, carnations.
What's so wrong with carnations?
Ugh, they're filler flowers.
Would you dump a guy if he brought you carnations?
Me? No, but I happen to like carnations, especially the pink ones. In fact, I think they're making a comeback. I would, however, throw away a guy for wearing docksiders or topsiders or any of the above.
No, those are cute.
So basically, guys are just...
No, that's not true. None of that matters with the right guy. Harry was bald, and he talked with his mouth full. But I loved him anyway.
Right, because he didn't bring you filler flowers.
No, because I loved him.
Of course you did, sweetie. Don't say that to her.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to be funny.
Well, it wasn't funny.
Yeah, it wasn't funny. I'm a slacker. I guess if I were wearing topsiders, I wouldn't be here. Good evening. You folks ready to order?
Yes. Let's see. I'm gonna start with the goat cheese salad, and then I'll have the tuna. But, sir, can you make sure there's no parsley on anything? I'm just really allergic. Not even a sprinkling of it on the plate.
Yeah, you got it. No parsley.
And can you ask the chef if the marinade for the tuna has parsley in it? Because if it does, I should probably change my order.
I'll go check.
Thank you.
You're not allergic.
What?
You're not allergic.
I don't like it.
Why don't you just say that?
Because when I say that, parsley somehow magically appears on the plate, and I feel bad because I have to send it back.
You didn't even order something that usually comes with parsley.
It comes with everything. You know what, guys? I actually have to... I totally forgot. I have to go. Bye.
Cyrus Carmack is dead today because of Black culture. And not only is he dead because of Black culture, he's dead because of baby mama culture. Your children are a threat to our national security. You guys do nothing about it, and then you want to complain and cry on the news when they have been shot down in the streets. This is one of them situations that you would say is unfortunate, but it will continue to happen as long as you guys do nothing about your issues. As long as you guys don't address the violence, the criminality within the Black community, this will continue. And the fact of the matter is, people are tired of the degeneracy, okay? Even this guy's lawyer was black and half the jury was black. And those black people said, you know, I think he was not guilty because you guys have unruly and violent children. You can't even control your own children. So what do you expect? And the fact of the matter is, Cyrus Carmack was a YN. And guess what? YNs are not compatible with American culture. Until you guys address the actual issues within the community, the 14-year-olds killing each other. Let's put a pin in that, because you don't care when these 14-year-olds are killing each other. I don't see you guys marching or talking about that. You guys sit and let it happen. And aren't you guys the one that was cheering on Carmelo Anthony, raising money for him when he stabbed that white kid in the heart? Disgusting. And now you guys want to act like this kid is some victim when he had a deadly weapon in his backpack. It's time for you guys to do something about your own issues.
I don't want to date a Chad, and I feel like most girls don't want to date a Chad.
Fair enough. Okay, what do you want to date then if it's not a Chad?
Someone who doesn't identify as a Chad.
Oh my god. So you just want to date like a 6'3" handsome white guy that like is humble. That's it. That's like the only difference.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm single. I'm open. I'm not actively looking. I'm not like, I need a husband. I need a man. I need a relationship.
You need a husband?
Ooh.
You don't think you need someone to be your covering? You can't fake yourself. I'm actually thankful he's kept you hidden.
Wow. Oh, Lord. Don't make me cry.
It's okay. Things that are hidden are protected and valued. You're not in the safe if you're not worth anything. That's the enemy lying to you. And I see you, your smile, but also see deeper. I see the hurt. I see the loneliness. That's why I came. He loves you so much that I fought to come here. I didn't come here for that book.
Oh, God.
Listen to me.
Let's try this again.
If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
If you think about it,
ugly women ain't gonna find no true love. I promise you.
There's nothing to appreciate a man for.
Ask any ugly woman. Have you ever found true love, man? Nope.
It really sucks when you're not attractive because men completely ignore you, right?
Rule number 1, ladies, do not take advice from ugly women. Stop with the everybody's beautiful. Where are these ugly women getting their confidence from? I want to know.
If you think about it.
Fat women, I know, they get their confidence from black dudes and Puerto Ricans hitting on them. But ugly women, what is it? Is it the Mexicans that are coming in and hitting on you that make you think you're special? Number 2, just don't listen to fat women either. Fat women will always tell you the best way to lose weight, which already is like...
There's nothing to appreciate a man for.
So, get up in the morning, brush them teeth, put that makeup on, do your hair, okay? Put on some lotion, spray some perfume, take a bath, take a shower, wear an outfit, not a t-shirt. I'm just being honest. People can say I'm mean, but they can't say they can't say it's not true what I'm telling y'all. How are you going to get on the screen talking about you looking for true love and true love is not looking for you?
What is the one thing that every race, religion, nationality has in common?
Leadership.
Wrong. The one thing everyone has in common, ugly people, right? Every race has ugly people. The beauty of ugly is that it doesn't discriminate. Write that down, please. Should we treat ugly people the same as attractive people?
Yes, we should.
The actual correct answer is no.
She'll say, I don't respect men, they have to earn it. Okay, honey, what if guys said that to you?
I don't think women are mean enough, and unfortunately for us, out of survival, I don't think that we can be meaner in real time. I am someone, if you know me and you followed me for a long time, or if you know me in real life, I do not respect men. They are not a species in which I give respect to just because, like, they have to earn it, and if that, I still don't want to be around most men. However, I know my place in the world as a woman who is 115 pounds, is not going to be able to physically fight off a man in the instance he wanted to overpower me.
What if guys said that to you? If guys said, I don't respect you, I don't respect women, What would you label them in that second? I don't respect women would get a label of misogynist, woman hater. All the verbiage would be thrown out at them, right? What if they said, I don't respect you, you have to earn it, right? How would you receive that, honey? Would you receive it well? I'm willing to bet no.
What a very interesting post. And it will never cease to amaze me that some individuals actually have time to, I hope, proofread those things, and then still decide that it's a good idea to put it out there on the internet for everyone to see. But for those ladies, and some gentlemen out there that will probably agree with that post, what exactly makes you think that way? I really wonder how a person could come to that conclusion. Because ironically, some of those women that make posts like these are the very same ones that they say have more empathy than men, yet seem to be incapable of displaying it. Because I hope you do realize that men are victims as well. They're not trying to convince you that they're victims. They actually are. So where is that empathy that you talk so much about? Because men, in fact, do care about their mental health as well as that of others. And if you don't see that, well, then that's the bigger problem.
You will never catch me messing with a man who has a gun in his home, and I'm not even friends with them, and I recommend that other women avoid them as well. People who live in homes with guns are up to 10 times likelier to die by suicide and twice as likely to die by homicide, with the risk for women elevated beyond that 2x. And this includes law enforcement, this includes hunters, this includes men who claim they need it for self-defense. I will not fuck with them.
If you're with someone that you think if you get in an argument with them, they will blow your cat back, why are you with them? Forget the gun. If you could get into an argument with someone that you're dating, right, or you're married to, and they could push you back, forget the gun. They will stab you. They will decapitate you at that point because you got into an argument. You know what I mean? Or do you think you would antagonize your partner so bad they would want to blow you away? Like, why would you be with someone that you think would even be capable of doing something like that? You know what I mean? She was like, more suicides or whatever. My thing is this, right? The gun isn't what causes the suicide. If someone was going to take their life, if they had a gun, that would be the quickest way to do it. But it's not the fact that they have a gun that they do it. It's because that's the quickest way. If they didn't have the weapon, they would probably just find another way to do it. Jump off a bridge, take a handful of something they're not supposed to take. That's not the determining factor of them taking their life. It's the fact that would be the quickest. I don't know, man. This is kind of like ridiculous. But hey, man, if you don't want to date somebody that got weaponry in their house, fine, man. That's cool. But like, you know what I mean?
Them like they do in Texas.
She's a 10, but she has pronouns in her Instagram bio.
You see, I regard the 1 to 10 scale as only physical, so it wouldn't technically affect that, but it would mean that you shouldn't date her seriously. You should not take her seriously in a romantic context, and you should not commit to her.
Why not?
Because clearly she doesn't align with family-oriented values, and she aligns with a gender ideology that was specifically designed to undermine the family. So, if you guys just want to have fun or have a good time and you're cool on that level, that's one thing, but you wouldn't want to marry her or date her seriously. It wouldn't work.
So I got tagged in this post, and she did an experiment. She took one of her guy friends' information and made a Hinge account and decided that she was going to go dating as him on Hinge to see what it was like as a man dating in today's society. She's depressed. On day 3, she's depressed and she's ready to give up in less than 72 hours. Now, she said that her friend was a 6, right? But she said she's even getting rejected by 2s and 3s, that she got so desperate to get a match, she started swiping on or checking off hearting 2s and 3s just to get some movement, just to make herself feel better, just to get her in the game. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, this is where you go wrong. This is why being a passport bro is such a beautiful thing. Dating in America has gotten out of hand to the point where 2s, 3s, and ladies with very wide backs believe that they are in the higher echelon of the dating pyramid. So you might want to take this trip with us, passport bros, and go to a place where you are celebrated and wanted and not tolerated.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women try to tell a man what he's feeling instead of actually listening to how he's feeling. And then when he starts to express himself, they'll then tell him that he's wrong. My question is, how you going to tell him that he's wrong about his feelings when they're his feelings? And believe it or not, a lot of men actually know what they're thinking and feeling. You just got to sit back and listen. And those moments when he begins to express himself, you got to close your mouth, fix your face, open your ears, and start to listen to what he's saying so that you can get to know him on a deeper, intimate level. So you can get into those spaces of him that you be begging him to get into, so that you can create a safe space for him so he'll open up to you and want to talk to you, instead of now you nagging him or having an attitude with him and now telling him how he's feeling. Let that man express himself to you. Let that man get his thoughts and his emotions out to you, because that's how you're going to build that healthy relationship. That's how you're going to build that healthy love. Let him express himself to you, and you be a helpmate and just listen and help him get through his feelings and his emotions.
When a man is going through a divorce, especially silver bullet where false allegations are happening, all of a sudden he jumps from 4 times more likely than a woman to 10 times more likely. Look at this chart right here. This shows you the stair step, right? Divorce comes in, child support. Now the trauma comes in, right? The PTSD, dealing with all that shit, the false allegations. He's 8 times more likely to unalive himself. If he's under the age of 35, that jumps up to 9. Some studies say 10. And we all know that people use false allegations in divorce to get custody, to get everything. It's called a silver bullet divorce. Well, let's talk about false allegations. State of Texas, over the last 20 years, they went from 1250 in 2004 down to 10 in 2024. They're not prosecuting false allegations. If they do prosecute it, most likely the fines of $500. Now, the suicide rates in Texas are the absolute highest in the state for men. I wonder if they correlate with each other. What do you think? When divorce happens, one party, it's usually the woman, can say whatever she wants and get away with whatever she wants. Take everything from the man, everything. Leave him with nothing, sitting in a motel like me. Nothing's going to happen to her. She can do whatever she wants. The man has to deal with it. So what do most men do? Because now they lost their career, they lost their family, lost all their money. There's nothing they can do. Nobody's going to help them, so they commit suicide. If you're a man struggling with that, dealing with that right now, I wrote a book for you called Don't Die Tonight. It's an ebook and audiobook, absolutely free. If you're a man dealing with this and you want to know how to protect yourself, link in the bio. I wrote a book called Unmasking the Predator that profiles female predators and how to deal with them in court. Ebook and audiobook. Look, this shit's not going to change. It's not going to get any better, right? Because people want their money, right? This is all because of money and greed. But this is the fucking reality.
Ladies, I may be mid, but here are 10 reasons why my husband buys me Cartier. I don't argue. I state my perspective once and let him process it without pressure. I let him fix things his way, then celebrate the result. You always figure it out. I prioritize myself unapologetically. He sees me valuing me, so he does too. I protect our energy ruthlessly. No drama, no unnecessary stress brought into our home. I don't ask, do you still love me? I ask myself, am I still the woman he chose? And make sure I show up accordingly. I assume he's on my team. That makes him want to prove me right. I say I trust you when he makes decisions, even big ones. I make desire visible so he knows what he is protecting. I stay warm even when I disagree. He's not looking for conflict at home. He's looking for relief from it. I'm graceful, calm, and magnetic everywhere I go. That makes him proud to claim me in every room. Follow for more love hacks that actually work.
And you know, you have to understand
that when you ask about where all the good men are, a lot of these men are quiet. They're right in front of you. They didn't disappear. They just quiet. I'm selective. I'm less willing to throw myself into another situation that looks and that feels unserious. You look and you feel unserious. This whole thing that we got going on looks and feels unserious. It looks like you playing around. You about to play with my money, about to play with my time. Some of these brothers got kids, and you about to play with my kids. And if you start doing that, you might have a problem.